Hello everyone and welcome back to Jam Plays Daily Valhalla. Hope you are having a wonderful December 15th. This is, I believe, yes, part 7. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, this is part 7 of Jam Plays Daily Valhalla. So let's get right into it. Jill is humming Your Love is a Drug. Buying the song will prevent her from getting too distracted. You can now browse Kira Mickey's blog. Did that idol really show up, or is she like the ghost? I see Jill has informed her cat of Anna. Alright. We're gonna buy both these songs just because I want both of them available. Alright. Now let's see what all the news and such have today. Neo San Francisco rocked by a powerful earthquake. Millions saved. A powerful 8.6 magnitude tremor has struck the area of Neo San Francisco. Fortunately, modern science was able to identify the quake almost an hour in advance, providing the city plenty of time to prepare for the worst. During a conference call, Glitch City's Prime Minister Quincy congratulated the teams at Neo SF for its rapid response in the wake of the warning. They're an example to follow, and we're certainly looking forward to implement these advancements in earthquake prediction here at our beautiful city. Glitch City is not currently known to be in a seismic zone. The funny thing is, this game does cross over a little bit with another indie game called 2064 Read Only Memories. It's not a true crossover, but the two games do have little nods and Easter eggs referencing each other, and Neo San Francisco is the main event city in the events of that game, so an interesting factoid there. What, Quincy? One more civil death will ban protest. I just realized these are both by Kimberly. Oh, that's nice. After the numerous protests held around the city, which are caused by an ongoing economic and safety crisis, Glitch City's Prime Minister Quincy has made it clear that if the rioters take another civilian life, personally write a law to ban all kinds of public manifestations. That's going to work. This simply can't go on, Quincy told Augmented Eye during a call. They only want to destroy public property. They're actively sabotaging our efforts to recover our beautiful. They have decided if they cause another civilian casualty, I'll do everything in my power to ban protests. The White Knights will have full authorization to use maximum force. Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna go well. Crack down on protesters. That's never gone wrong in history. Is Alice Rabbit a group? The answer here. Who is Alice Rabbit? Judging by the complexity of the methods they've used to breach all kinds of protected software, some are starting to think that this is in fact a group and not a single individual. So, is Alice Rabbit a group after all? Not the first time this would be a thing. More than half a century ago, a group of notorious hackers rose to prominence, and they called themselves the and they weren't even a threat to real protected data. I should really ask Alma what her take on Alice Rabbit is. I'm guessing they got hacked at the end based on that message there. Alright, Kira Miki's blog. Thanks Glitch City by Miki. Oh, I love this place. So much energy. So much love. I could feel the optimism in the air. Even after all the struggles, he still came to see me, and I got to experience the loudest and craziest crowd in my whole career. I'm beyond speechless. That said, I'm excited to announce that we'll have a second date in the city. Wasn't easy to set up, but I'm so happy my agency approved it. It's by far our biggest show, and I can't wait to experience it again. See you soon, my darlings. Love, Miki. I mean, didn't she mention that last time, Jill? That should be well known, right? Hey everyone, are you ready for the Dome concert? We went reverse chronological for this one. I sure am. I perform a rather large number of concerts every year, and then I cannot but be excited about every time I have one around the corner. It's all thanks to you. Thanks to your energy and love surrounding your life. We're going to perform all of your favorite songs, so please be excited. Just a little request. Please don't wait for me outside the stadium, or my bodyguards will get angry at you. I wouldn't like to see you hurt, so please don't do it. Yeah, is she talking about the fan? Also, the Dome concert. That makes me imagine that Glitch City has like an equivalent to the Las Vegas Sphere, which I find hilarious for some reason. It's been very hectic out as of late, so I'd like to share what I do to relax. Sitting on rooftops. I'm on the road most of the time, so I don't have a specific rooftop to relax on. I like to feel the breeze and see a beautiful vista. It makes me think about life. Oh, this is something I can't live without. Tea cocktails. Mixing tea with vodka, rum, gin, lime. You name any tasty and natural combination, I'll be all over it. So that's what she meant by a tea-like drink. Oh wow, she likes tea and vodka. So she just wants twisted tea, got it. Miki concert free. In the last Fred, Anon hates fun. I mean, this is the Reddit equivalent, so I'd believe that anyways. I don't want fights. You people are so mature. What's wrong with being a guy in danger you? Why do you assume if you're a girl anyway? F off. Dudes, endanger you. Ha ha ha. Let's go back to the concert, please. When he said he acts and you stupid idiots still care about petty shit like this. He started everything by mentioning he is a guy. Maybe we should gather somewhere to take the train to the stadium together. Not a bad idea. We can make an official Danger You meetup. Like I'd be wanting to be seen with a bunch of ugly girls in front of my friends. That one Anon, unless for no shit posting allowed. That one Anon left? Did that one Anon left? Exquisite grammar. I think, actually the real shock of this is that this is like the Reddit equivalent and they're actually leaving punctuation at the end of their sentences. I think so. I never left. I was just lurking to not cause any trouble. Don't worry, we're here for you. Any ideas for the great revelation? Do you know if you like her yet? Look, I just don't want to ruin our friendship. We've known each other since we were very young. So she's your childhood friend? It's like one of my Japanese animes. Ah, that one was painful to read. Yeah. Okay, so this is what you have to do. When Mickey ends seeing lovers in paradise, you kiss her. Kiss? Of course, just try to imagine how magical that moment would be with the fireworks and the epic guitar solo. I will think about it. How was your first kiss? I tripped into a guy. It hurt like hell. My first kiss went a little like this. Alice Rabbit, Fred 2, Electric Boogaloo. Stop forcing Alice. So we hate Alice now? Good. It's just the way I haven't had any news yet. Remember that time they posted here to announce attack? Well, yeah, and I remember the cybercrime unit up the admin's ass. December 17th will come the second retribution. Birthday is coming. That font. Oh boy, it's happening. It's time for this fair. Oh shit, fuck. Face what I just got out. I'm not going back. Do you know what happens to people with IPs on the wrong thread? Hi, Cybercrime unit. I just want to let you know I'm not Alice, but in fact your mom. Yep, if some criminal organization invaded a Reddit thread rather briefly, this is exactly how they would respond. And if they knew the police was going to come and look at the thread for clues, this is also exactly how they'd respond. Why are you gals so nervous? The only one getting fucked is the admin. Fuck off, Alice, not this shit again. Yeah, those were borderline unintelligible to read. Once again, they've nailed Reddit as an active Redditor myself. Alright, no more beating around the bush, let's go. Thursday, December 15th. Sadly, I don't think the actual days of the week are line up with the Valhalla days, unfortunately. At least not this year. Because I think December 15th is on Monday? This year? Monday? No. Let's fake. The 20th? No, I think it would be a Sunday. I think December 15th is on a... Let me know in the chat what day of the week it is. Because I don't know why I'm speculating on this. It's months out for me. It's the exact day of for you, so you guys will know. Evening. Oh, hi there. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, you yawned us. I butchered that pronunciation. Gillian. Marcello. I stumbled across her on my way and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Jill's mentioned Alma a couple times by this point in the story, though, so... Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. What do I want my Alma voice to be, chat? We'll go ahead and put, your love is a drug in here. Oh yeah, I like this song. Time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. It kind of stuck. Huh. I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? I'll assume that it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Hiramiki girl came here yesterday before a concert afterwards. Oh, yeah. Now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-L-I-N-K more, actually. The stoic-looking duo, right? Yep, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see. Want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like, the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know? Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss, the ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true! Billion speaks for us. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Aw, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. So Alma is Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss? Got it. You. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. Alma wants a bad touch. I do love the running theme that Jill, giggles like an 8-year-old every time someone orders a bad touch because of the name. Sounds like crap I'd do if I were a bartender. Here. Who gives these drinks their silly names? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name? Yeah. So, who's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. What was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action role-playing. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy-minded writer. Or a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fuck in the open? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with. At all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest-lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago. It was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Fuckboy over there into a closet ages ago. Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Jill? Anything I can make you to shut up and drink. Honestly, as someone who is also single at the moment, I'm here with Jill. Screw you, Alma. I'm joking, obviously, but still. I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, give me something weird, would you? Oh, ventriloquism. Weird? A weird drink? Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon. Let's see. Before we try a weird drink, I want to try an even more random drink. If I remembered the recipe correctly, there is a secret menu in this game. Let me see if I can get it correctly. If I don't, we'll just move on. Well, that's not it. Maybe I need to put ice in it. Well, crap. Maybe the reverse. There we go. I was doing it backwards. I will not spoil the significance of this, but this can cause little wink wink nudge nudge things to appear in the game. I won't do anything beyond that too much for spoilers, but yeah. I won't tell you what it is until it comes. But yeah, this is a secret drink in the game. There's nowhere in the game that tells you this. You either gotta find it like on their website, I think. I mean like the studio's website, I think. Or you could be like me and accidentally see it on, like, the fan wiki. There you go. Nope, this looks pretty common to me. I'll take it anyways, but no tip for this one. How is that common? I literally had to break how the game works to serve it to you, almost. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brandtini, and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? Trying to figure out what that has to do with routines, Joe, but okay. That's the sounds of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they prepared just for the occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. Just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Plot twist, the name was MedJed. Boom! Persona 5 is canon. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist's identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. What happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream? It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does, observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So you don't think such a person exists? Don't know? Don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me. It's all thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime far too long. Oh, that. You hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? I love how much Alma is a drama queen, though. Like, I have very many friends who, like, over-exaggerate stuff like this just to mess with the other friends. No, At this rate, I might have just crashed by your apartment. That way you just can't say no. Oh, you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know, you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. I don't know if that's Jill talking about how big Alma's chest is or how tiny her bathroom is. Probably both. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. Act a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness, though, any particular reason why you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. Does this imply this bar has a morning shift? What would that look like? The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know? That's early morning by my standards. Ah, so Jill's a college student. I see. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, it's just that I want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyways, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like, say, a big Brantini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. Big Brantini, so 12 of that, 6 of this. There we go. Here. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of Vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see. You know what I was wondering? Yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really. Most of the time. Well, neither do I. So, Alma's a hacker, but she has no moral standards. Got it. Lovable character! Yay! Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say beauty's intoxicating, but that's besides the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. Make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem. I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you meet with your client, or? I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job is done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons. A few times I've shown myself. Hot girl problems. They weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know. Maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, given what they expect to see. Joke's on you, Alma, they're into disheveled nerds too! Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care. Hello, sugar. Ow. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Least rude Mr. Donovan interaction. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as fuck and that's all my abdomen felt. Poor Alma. Do you normally greet people that way? Oh, a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. Ouch. A bit of advice. You shouldn't provoke the ones serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. I'm just not part of it. Well, as much of a sexist jerk as Mr. Donovan is, he does acknowledge flat justice. So, he's got that. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. 3 days in and he already has the usual drink. Oh crap. The usual. Sure, this'll work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks, so I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. So you wanted Alma to slap you. Violently. Okay. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Ah, oh yeah. Oh no, yeah, it's Kira Miki. Oh no. That big-titted Lilum was here? She came yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip-worthy? No. Tabloid-worthy? No. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Love passive-aggressive Jill? Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her or that you didn't already know. Fine. Hey kid, do you think Lilum have nipples? You know, as horrible as this comment is, I hate the fact that it made me immediately wonder if they actually would, and for what purpose. Like, in terms of, like, if you're trying to build a robot as accurate to a human being as possible, which seems to be the goal with Lilum, would you build, like, stuff like that? Would you build, like, various types of genitalia and stuff like that? Like, would you need to build those? Because technically there's no reason to build those on a Lilum robot unless they're able to breastfeed, which then leads to the question, could they breastfeed? How would you build that into a system? And why would you want to build that into a system? What practical... I hate this guy. He makes me go on stupid rabbit holes when I play this game. Excuse me? I mean, I've seen a couple of pornos where they have them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday, while interviewing the singer Lilum chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the tits on a Lilum look good? Again, kind of plays into what I'm thinking about. There would have to be boardroom meetings, hypothetically, if you were designing a Lilum robot in real life, where I'm just imagining a meeting where, like, they just have, like, the head of the engineers just writes on a chalkboard. Tits. Do we add them? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough. Man, God bless those sons of the bitches. Oh, I hate this guy. I hate Mr. Donovan so much. I think what I hate the most is the fact that he's interesting. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share my information you wouldn't share when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? And also, by the way, that is the first time I've ever seen that conversation he just had. Like I said, even like the most subtle differences in like drinks you serve can affect conversations customers will do later. So that's why I was so shocked by that. You got to see my fresh reaction to that bit of conversation. That one's brand new for old Jam. How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? Uh-huh. I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really, no. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlet saying they have proof of their claims. They're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh. That'd be interesting to see. I think. I know, right? Alright, kid, give me a Bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Bleeding Jane really is a change of pace. I don't think we've served... No, wait, yeah, we have. Because it's like the Bloody Mary parody. Here. Simple enough for you, I see. So, I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar, is that true? Yeah. I like how apparently everyone knows about Dana Zane and her history except Jill. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the Bears. Where is she? She's out running some air bears. 6 years ago, cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears, she beat them all without killing them. Heard she set them free afterwards, too. So it's just Dana... So it's like Dana just the Teddy Roosevelt equivalent in this universe now? What? And you were there? I was drunk and bored, what can I say? You know she lost her arm there? Can't remember, too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up. Yeah, I get the feeling that there's like 100 different stories of how she lost her arm and absolutely none of them are true. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Cat, will someone think of poor Mr. Donovan while he had to struggle to pick out the color for his second yacht? Really, the CEOs and billionaires, the shareholders, they're the backbone of our society that needs the help they can get. That was sarcasm, because I know at least one of you is going to take it seriously. Please come again. Yeah. Oh wow, Jill didn't even say she's going to go on her break, she just immediately does it. Mr. Donovan leaves and she books it, she doesn't... she needs a rest. She needs a rest, but we do not, so let's continue. Again, I like the it's now safe to keep playing. Like, there was an imminent danger if we were to try to play prior to this. Hold on, I believe there's a way I can shuffle the song list. I'll try that next. Aw, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. Or at least I thought there was. Maybe they... But there's a way to shuffle it, I assume. But oh, I can interact with the TV. Forgot I can do this. Oh yeah, this is how I interact with it. Okay, see, yeah, now I can put it on shuffle. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, everything alright? As alright as it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said that we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filled and everything is being put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure that you don't spend too much time without a job. Possible to reassign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. Heh. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. Kinda working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before? Who? The one who bought the levitation potion and then threw himself off the building. Ah yes, the levitation potion story. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyways, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. That line is extremely dystopian out of context. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? I was about to say, isn't Gil right there? This place looks familiar. Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is Say planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? Sure. You see, yeah. You see, that's something that I was mentioning earlier about how sometimes they'll hint what they want. Sometimes they'll just straight up give you riddles, like this, where you have to, like, instead of looking for the drink traditionally, you're gonna have to, like, remember the description, like the little joke descriptions they added. Yep, see, and as I thought, it was the Piano Woman, because it was originally called Pretty Women, but too many people complained that if there should be a Piano Woman if there was a Piano Man. So yeah, that's other stuff you have to keep in mind, is not just like moods they're going for or categories. Sometimes it's just straight up this, so. There's a lot of interactivity with just trying to think of drinks and stuff to give them. It's not just necessarily always just, I'll have a beer, give them a beer. Which I like, it keeps things fresh. Here you go. Very nice. Thanks a lot. So, you know Say, Miss? I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep. In fact, I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh, I was talking about the other day about, like, character models that I really like. I really like Stella's model just because of how weird it is and how there's so much going on. Again, like the pixel art, my goodness. I would cry just trying to do the hair. Oh god, she left her helmet behind again. Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it, at least. Whoa, quite a few people. Faye's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious. She's very confident when she puts her mind to it. I see. So, did she recommend you this place, or... We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Say, is that Kira Miki's autograph on that glass? Seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah, it is. How'd you get it? She stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I also like this fate expression quite a lot that Stella does. If I didn't already have the Dorothy face as an emote, I'd probably do this. I don't have them both, at least at the time of recording this, I don't have them both because they seem like they'd be very similar, so they serve a very similar purpose, and I'd want more variety, but yeah. I mean, she did? Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep, this star-like signature is hers. So your name is Jill, then? Yes. Ain't this nice? The first line that's actually worked with... I do not know what compelled me when I saw Stella to immediately give her a Southern accent. Something about it just felt like it was correct. And this line definitely helps with that. Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Too bad I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello? Where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was saved. Yes. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. I actually don't remember this one, chat. Is that Piano Man? I think it was for Piano Man, though, because weren't they talking about it in a conversation an earlier day? Yeah, I think Jamie might have been talking about it. Or were we talking about it with Jamie? Yeah, I don't see any of them here, so I'm just gonna go Piano Man. There we go. Is this the one you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not. Or at least I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers. So it's something I've been curious about. Modern language has somewhat ruined the name of this. Has somewhat ruined this terminology in game, unfortunately. Did you go through the procedure because of the disease or because of the fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection, so it had to be done. Otherwise, I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it, though. People always talk about wanting to get cat ears, like people, like Anime Circle, people joke about like getting cat ears and stuff like that. Imagine if you got it because you had a disease as a child. That makes it way more messed up. I'm sorry if I overstepped. I don't mind. I also like how the eye and the ears are animated independently of like the rest of her model. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents were just into the fad. You seem to know— oh my gosh. Oh, ugh. Oh, I felt icky. I didn't— the parents do the fad, so that means the parents would be doing this as a fad in this society to their unborn children. Oh, that is horrible child abuse. And it clearly does happen in this society. It's enough for Jill and Stella to mention it as if it's normal. Ooh, icky. Child abuse. Yuck. Ooh. Shocked that struck a chord with me. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs— sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah. I started with my grandpa's collection and I've been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I managed, little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too and figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. That's a funny visual. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I find out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was— you're at it again? You and your cryptic orders always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kind of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill here out of that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever. Please order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 fringe weavers then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? There's a reason Faye went into the military. I bet you the White Knight recruiter just was salivating over her 1.9 GPA. No, we're sharing. What? Like, half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. Poor Say. To make things fun, I'm going to double one of the drinks and not the order, and then we're going to try to see if we can tell which one got the doubled. For no purpose other than that it amuses me. Two French weavers. So? This one's for you, and this one's for me. You said you want whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way. Oh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. If Say's in the military, or this equivalent of the military, wouldn't they... forgive me, I've never been enrolled in any sort of military service. But don't they require like a dress code? Like make sure your uniforms... I feel like that would be like basic stuff. Make sure you have your complete uniform on every day. I feel like her drill sergeant would have told her to go look for it before this. Or she would have looked for it on her own volition before this. It's been a few days since she was last here. Oh well. You really need to be more careful with your fangs. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know? Yep, good old taxpayer dollars. Yeah, sorry. Should I say that boss got her head stuck because of a jammed button? Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep, you worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be. We'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. If the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters because they heard that the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what. After I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Vent? The Among Us region of my brain has activated. Alright. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, Say? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. She's such a worrywart. That means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? I forgot Dana put bacon grease in there. Yeah, bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? Must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I love the implication that, or at least the fake implication that they use bacon in the drinks. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing in that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knight? To tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division there's some shady business going on. But I don't want to investigate too deeply. Ah yes, blindly follow orders. That never goes wrong, Safe. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Not even say that the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. So it always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. It's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on. Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Oh crap, a business owns the military in this. Oh crap, the White Knights are a PMC. Well, welcome to Metal Gear. Say will miss you very deeply when the Patriot AI kicks in. Something about the Associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. Sounds plausible. Yeah, it kinda worries me though, because I really like my job. Also, for the record, chat, I know next to nothing about Metal Gear. Don't let that comment confuse you and make you think I know something about Metal Gear. I just happened to see a brief synopsis of Metal Gear Solid 4 online once. Oh, and of course I know a little bit about Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, but that's just because of memes, so... I should play Metal Gear on stream sometime. I have honestly been thinking about that. I just need to find the games, so... Also, the fact that there are 5 of them is also a bit intimidating, because I probably want to play all 5. But yeah, I'll think about doing Metal Gear some... Heck, I might have already done it by this point in the stream. This point, by the time you're watching this. Although I doubt it. I have a lot of other games that I'm doing in November and December, so... Yeah, it kind of worries me though, because I really like my job. I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? It hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I want to do my job without worries or about politics of any kind. Amen, say. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needs to relay some information to the manager. And I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said, "You're such a simpleton that you'd never give the wrong message." But it's his intention that counts. Poor Say. Oh. Oh no. Finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that one. Chat, did you go wild with that one? And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I want to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. And I've got the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. One of these days, and I say this every time, but one of these days I'm going to do the just get everyone drunk every time option. Screw the actual orders, just fill them as much alcohol as possible. But I can't bring myself to do it yet for the same reason people can't bring themselves to pick the bad dialogue in games because it would make the NPCs sad. Two fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. It is. So what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Alright, Say, I'm Dorothy. Say. Yes. Say. Yes. Say, say. Say, say. Say. Why did you just buy me a drink? Just thought you were cute as a button, and so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. Oh gosh, she's even referencing ulterior motives. This LM really is a sex person. That was wild when they found that song a couple months ago and everybody found out it was from a porno, though. I think they did, the guy who originally made it ended up making a re-release version. I think he did. I'd have to look that up. And that includes Fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to recuse from everything. Is Dorothy implying that... Nope, I'm not gonna let myself finish that thought. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is one that typically sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. I feel like you've roasted her left, right, and the sideways, Dorothy. Poor Sid. So if you invite me to a drink because you found me cute and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Who? Oh yeah, the little one with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. They look like a humanoid gnat. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Uh-oh. Oh, right, because she's like military. Oh, gosh. Dorothy, the fence have busted you. Run. Your tummy is a VA-11 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are the premium, extra flexible variety. The most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are merely interesting. But your hands are of the MIRD-113 of the Ruta Industries. This is Say's, like, light Yagami moment. Like she's just overanalyzing. I can see that Dorothy has the MIRD-113 Rotella Industries hands. Interesting. I'll have to plan my next move carefully. Otherwise... Actually, though, if she's the one accusing Dorothy, she's actually the L in this scenario, and Dorothy's light. Yeah, I could see, Stay living L lifestyle very easily. A model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So? Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentations and Modifications Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that's upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. Yes, this really- oh gosh, this really is her L from Death Note moment. Death Note moment, she's just like, that would make you Dorothy, you have firearms on you, just like the firearms I would expect Kira to have. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Huh? I'm not in law enforcement. I just do rescue. Even if I was, I'm not on duty. I guess that is true. She's technically a a paramedic in a sense, so EMTs aren't really the ones arresting people. Oh, I want to know though, why go through with that upgrade? A girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly. This is the most discreet mod I had. Or at least I thought so. Oh, yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess. The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You get a small mod that changes them to disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've gotta go. Oh yes, and everything. You aim for the arms or legs, one's a self-defense, anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye, Dorothy. Bye, Jill. Say, arrives late. It makes Stella worried. Traumatizes, scares Dorothy straight. Refuses to elaborate further. Leaves. Bye-bye. Please come again. I thought she was gonna take me away. Also great potential for an emote. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. Too if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile, intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Every single adjective she added to that made the hairs on the back of my neck stand in horror that much more. Extra flexible joints. Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. It makes me feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So, you fancy yourself a diviner? Reading people and all? Not really. I'm just quite good at reading people. This is a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilum. What can you say about me then? Let's see. You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. I feel like I could screenshot this. In fact, maybe I will, just in case. You could screenshot this and use this to roast people as like a reaction image. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone you know who won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. Well, if that was just rubbish, I say because it's the right 80% of the time. So is this Dorothy's backpacking in Western Europe story? Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised about the amount of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good on putting on a professional face. This definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky. Aren't you late or something? I am. If you let me satisfy your frustrations, I can stall for some time. Go. Fine. Bye-bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey boss, this might seem random, but... do you remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning, and I just realized why. The passage that welcomed me back was... Gil trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. Just kind of put my hand in and it got stuck. It was a friend's jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Hey Gil, how did you get my hand out of that jar? A straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, and that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, the many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things? Huh. Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Oh my gosh, that sounds painful. Poor Dana. Then there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one. Still, Jill's onto something here. Yes, she is. Now go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe. Flawless service bonus not granted because of the drink I gave Alma. Although, I still stand that was a pretty darn weird drink, Alma. Everything will turn out alright in the end, don't worry. Thank you, Dana. I mean, I've been assuming Dana's the one writing these messages. Maybe it's Gil. Who knows? Gil's subscription got renewed. She'll have no problem focusing on at work today. Happy not birthday. What? What does that line mean? Also, wasn't it supposed to redeem on the 17th? I mean, I had the money, so it's no skin off my back, but yeah. You really like that website, huh? I have needs. Yeah, the shining fingered, I will let you guys leave it to your imagination what that website is. But that will be it for today's episode of Daily Valhalla. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with the next episode. Bye-bye!